In the world of gods and mortals, where strength and courage were prized above all else, the young Hercules was known for a gift that was unmatched, an extraordinary strength that could shake mountains and topple giants. But true greatness, the kind that lasts beyond the fleeting moments of glory, does not rest in muscles alone. It rests in choice. And so, the story of Hercules begins not with a battle, nor with a mighty feat, but with a question that would define the man he would become and etch his name into the annals of legend forever. This is the story of the Choice of Hercules. The young hero Hercules, son of Zeus and Alcmene, was not born into an ordinary life. From his earliest days, he carried the weight of both mortal frailty and divine expectation. His childhood was a testament to hardship and resilience, as he faced trials that tested not only his body, but his mind and spirit. Even as a boy, Hercules displayed feats of strength that no ordinary man could achieve. He wrestled serpents sent by Hera, the jealous queen of the gods, and overcame dangers that would have slain the bravest warriors. Yet, for all his power, Hercules was at a crossroads. The gods, in their wisdom, saw that the path of a hero is not measured merely by strength, but by choice. By the character a man cultivates when no one watches, when temptation whispers softly in the darkness, and when the easier path glimmers invitingly before him. The arrival of two women. One day, as Hercules rested by a quiet stream, contemplating his future and the weight of his destiny, two women appeared before him. Their arrival was not heralded by fanfare or light. It was subtle, almost like a dream. Yet their presence carried a weight heavier than any stone Hercules had lifted. The first woman, clothed in silks that shimmered like sunlight on the water, approached with a smile that seemed to promise the world. She was the embodiment of pleasure. Her voice was soft, melodic, yet filled with the subtle power of temptation. "Hercules," she said, "you are strong, young hero. You could enjoy a life of ease, of fame, of comfort. You could be adored, celebrated, envied. You would never know hunger, sorrow, or pain. The world would bow to your desires." Her words were honeyed, seductive, and intoxicating. She offered wealth, luxury, and the fleeting joys of a life without struggle. A life where every day would be a festival of indulgence. A life where Hercules could rest on his laurels and never lift another burden. The second woman, by contrast, was clothed in plain garb, her eyes steady and unwavering, her presence commanding a different kind of respect. She was virtue incarnate. Her voice was calm, firm, and carried the weight of eternity. "Hercules," she said, "you have strength, yes, but strength alone does not make a hero. I offer you a different path, a path of toil, of discipline, of challenge. You will face hardship, pain, and sacrifice. The road will be long, the nights dark, and the battles fierce. Yet, if you endure, your name will be remembered forever. You will earn honor, respect, and a legacy that not even the gods can erase." The choice was clear, yet subtle. The allure of immediate pleasure, or the grueling path of virtue. The first promised ease and temporary satisfaction. The second promised hardship and lasting glory. The temptation of vice. For a moment, Hercules' heart wavered. The world of pleasure was bright and dazzling. He imagined a life free of struggle, feasts without end, the admiration of men and women, the joy of indulgence without consequence. "Why should I suffer?" he thought. "Why endure hardship when the world offers me delight at every turn? Why carve a path of sweat and pain when I can taste the fruits of life now?" Pleasure's smile widened. "Come with me," she whispered, "and all that you desire will be yours. You are a god among men already. Why toil? Why fight? Why sacrifice? Life is fleeting. Take what you can and enjoy it while you may." Hercules felt the pull. Every hero faces this moment, this quiet whisper that says, "Take the easy way, take the joy that is given. There is no shame in comfort." Yet deep inside, something stirred. A voice, quieter than the roar of temptation yet stronger than the lure of indulgence, reminded him that true greatness is forged in struggle. The call of virtue. Virtue stepped forward. "Do not be deceived, Hercules. The path I offer is hard, yes. Pain and suffering will test you. You will face enemies, doubts, and despair. Yet these trials are not curses, they are the forge in which a hero is made. Strength without discipline is hollow. Glory without honor is fleeting. A man who seeks only pleasure may be happy for a season, but he leaves no mark on the world. He is forgotten, like a shadow at dusk." Hercules listened. He remembered the stories of men who sought easy lives only to be remembered for nothing more than folly. He recalled the legends of the gods themselves, who tested mortals not for amusement, but to see if they were worthy of greatness. The choice lay before him, simple in form yet monumental in consequence. A life of comfort or a life of virtue? Fleeting ease or eternal honor? Hercules' Decision. Hercules took a deep breath, feeling the weight of the world on his broad shoulders. He looked at pleasure, then at virtue, and in that moment, clarity came. "I choose the path of virtue," he declared. His voice was steady, unwavering. "I choose hardship, for I seek a legacy that endures. I will face the trials, the pain, and the suffering, for these are the stones upon which heroes are built. I do not fear toil, nor the judgment of men, nor the wrath of the gods. My strength is my gift, but my choice defines me. I will live as a hero, not as a shadow." Virtue smiled, and her presence seemed to grow brighter, more powerful. Pleasure's light dimmed, and she faded like mist under the morning sun. Hercules had chosen wisely, not because the path was easy, but because he understood that true greatness requires sacrifice, courage, and integrity. The trials of life. From that moment on, Hercules' life was a series of trials that tested both body and soul. He faced monsters that threatened kingdoms, serpents that struck from the darkness, and kings who sought to defy him. He labored in the 12 labors, each more difficult than the last, from slaying the Nemean lion to capturing the golden hind of Artemis. Yet every challenge was a testament to his choice. The hardships that once seemed unbearable became a source of strength. The pain he endured became a symbol of his character. Hercules learned that virtue is not a reward. It is a process, a path walked step by step, trial by trial. Even the gods watched with awe. Zeus, his father, saw that Hercules' greatness was not simply in muscle, but in his unwavering adherence to honor and morality. Mortals whispered his name in reverence, not only for his feats of strength, but for the moral courage that guided him through a world of temptation and chaos. The lesson of Hercules. The story of Hercules' choice is more than a tale of ancient myth. It is a reflection of the human condition. Each of us faces our own version of Hercules' choice. Every day, we encounter paths that promise ease and immediate satisfaction, and others that demand effort, sacrifice, and moral courage. Pleasure is seductive and its voice is sweet. Virtue is demanding and its voice is quiet. Yet those who follow the path of virtue leave a legacy that echoes through time. Those who follow vice are remembered only fleetingly, their stories fading like shadows. Hercules teaches us that true heroism is not in strength alone, but in wisdom, discipline, and the courage to choose what is right over what is easy. Conclusion: the enduring power of choice. Centuries have passed since Hercules walked the earth, yet his story remains eternal. Statues and paintings, poems and myths, all preserve the lesson he taught, that the measure of a hero lies not in the power he wields, but in the choices he makes. So when you face temptation, when the path of ease calls to you in the night, remember the young hero by the stream, confronted by two women, one of pleasure, one of virtue. Remember his choice, his courage, and his wisdom. And ask yourself, which path will I choose? Because in the end, the story of Hercules is not just about a man. It is about every human being who has the strength to choose virtue over vice, courage over comfort, and greatness over mere survival. Hercules chose the path of virtue, and in doing so, he became more than a man. He became a symbol of strength, courage, and moral greatness. And that, perhaps, is the most enduring lesson of all, the power of choice.